2025 to 2031 prophecy. Troops attack Israel. But thus saith the Lord, I will give their flesh to birds of prey and wild animals to eat.
Brought to you by the Hebrew prophet of the end times, Ezekiel. Born in Jerusalem in 623 BC. He died, held captive in exile in Babylon in 571 BC.
How did 70 years in Babylonian captivity impact Ezekiel? Why is Ezekiel so optimistic about the future of Judah, Israel, and the world?
What end-time world events did he see coming 2,500 years ago? How did he know about the valley of dry bones and a remnant on earth waiting for the Messiah, Jesus Christ, to return?
Ezekiel means God strengthens. He is the fourth of 5 major prophets. The Old Testament gives us valuable background information on the prophet, Ezekiel.
First, Ezekiel lived 70 years in exile in Babylonian captivity. 2. He was kidnapped and taken to Babylon before Babylon's final assault on Jerusalem. 3. His vision of the Valley of Dry Bones demonstrates that God plans to breathe new life into Israel. 4th, Ezekiel was also a priest. His ministry intersected with the end of the prophet Jeremiah's life and the beginning of Daniel's prophetic ministry.
5th, Ezekiel was commissioned by God as a prophet when he was 30 years old. 6. Ezekiel is to announce God's judgment as to why they are in Babylon, promise a restoration of Jerusalem, and warn of God's judgment on all the Gentile nations. 7. In order to communicate his messages, Ezekiel used prophecies, parables, miraculous signs, and symbols. 8. All totaled, the Babylonian captivity of Israel lasted for a period of 70 years.
Now, the word of the Lord has come to Ezekiel, a proven and time-tested prophet for all of us living in the very end of the end times, 2025 to 2031.
Thus saith the Lord, the lands of Gog and Magog, Russia and China, will invade Israel while recovering from wars, 1948 to 2025. Israel, I have gathered you from many nations. You seek peace and safety. But Gog and Magog, you and all your troops, advancing like a storm against Israel. You are a cloud covering the land. Ezekiel chapter 38, verses 6 to 9.
Thus saith the sovereign Lord, on that day Russia, China, and the nations devise an evil scheme. You say, I will attack a peaceful people, plunder their resettled land. You come to steal their loot, carry off silver and gold and their resources, while seizing much plunder. Ezekiel chapter 38, verses 7 to 14.
Russia and China, it is on the mountains of Israel that you will fall, you and all the nations with you. I will give your flesh as food to the birds and wild animals. It is coming. It will surely take place, declares the sovereign Lord. Ezekiel chapter 39, verses 4 to 8.
For 7 months the Israelites will bury your dead in order to cleanse the land. Call out to every kind of bird and all the wild animals. Assemble and come together. I am preparing for you a great feast, a sacrifice on the mountains of Israel. Ezekiel chapter 39, verses 16 to 17.
Shout out to the wild animals. There you will eat flesh and drink blood. You will eat the flesh of mighty men and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, as if they were rams and lambs, goats and bulls. At my table you will eat your fill. Ezekiel chapter 39, verses 16 to 18.